1,000 miles done and 1,000 more to go. One North Country veteran is on track to hike the Appalachian Trail within the year. It's a goal that he has had for years.
7 News reporter Mark Mason Jr. learned more about his endeavor.
We've all got dreams, bucket list boxes needing check marks. For Steve Werner, who lives in Black River, New York, one of those boxes had been left unchecked since childhood. The dream? To hike the Appalachian Trail. And now he's more than halfway done with the trip, though he never thought it would happen.
When I was a teenager, I was interested in it, but I never thought I would do it.
Werner began his journey in February, shortly after reaching retirement, and he's been showing his progress on his YouTube channel, Building Roots on the River.
Well, I made it. I am here at Springer Mountain, the southernmost terminus of the Appalachian Trail, and it is cold.
In those first couple days, like the realization that I was actually going to try to do this amazing feat was pretty amazing and like kind of a little emotional at times.
The over 2,000-mile-long trail spans 14 states from Maine to Georgia. And while he's hiking, he's also fundraising for the Black River American Legion. So far, he's raised around $800.
You know, people walk for fundraisers all the time, and I was like, you know, I'm a member here, and we could definitely benefit to help fund some of the programs we have going on.
Now, Werner has around 1,000 more miles to go. But after 5 months of being on the trail, there were a couple important life events he just couldn't miss here at home.
My daughter was turning 18, she's graduating high school, our 20th wedding anniversary, like all of these big milestones were in the same time frame.
So for a few days, he's been back in the area, but he's setting off again Monday morning. Werner says once he reaches the end of the trail over the next few months and can officially cross off that bucket list box, he'll have had his fill of hiking. Mark Mason Jr., 7 News.
That's all being interesting.
What up, gang?
If we gotta figure out a weekend where we're gonna go to Bedford so I can steal that bat.
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July. You're in for a treat. Thanks to wow. Thanks to some friends. Oh yeah. You're gonna have to tolerate some firework videos. I know how hated those are.
That is
but
About to start, baby.
I have to deal with it.
Is this for me?
Oh. Did you hear the excitement in her voice?
Fireworks. Those is the fireworks, baby. Oh, I love those ones. They're my favorite.
What's up? Mm-hmm. Well, guys, it is, what is today's date? Oh, I started again. I think it's July 7th. It's the 7th. Okay, so that means it's day 138. 138. I think that's right. Oh my God. I can never do this. Every time I hit the play on the video, I can never remember what day it is. Anyway, I am packing my bag. I gotta run some errands today, and then I gotta get my rental car to head back to Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania, and hopefully meet up with some friends, some old friends. So, and restart Act 2 of my Appalachian Trail hike. So stay tuned and like and subscribe if you haven't already, now that I'm like a hometown celebrity. Anyway, Walter, oh my God. I'm gonna miss my dog, but I don't know. He's kind of a pain in the butt. Well, I just got back to where I got the rental car and dropped it off, and I have an Uber picking me up to take me back to the trail where I got off, and I still got about a mile into Boiling Springs, and I have a pretty cool surprise when I get there, I think. I don't know if you picked up on it, but there's going to be a surprise when I get there. So stay tuned. And just like that, after a 5-hour drive and 18 days, well, 2 5-hour drives, I guess, 18 days at home, I am back on the trail to finish this thing up. Act 2 has commenced, and I got a little bit of a walk before I hit Boiling Springs, but it is hot as hell. I'm pretty buggy already, so fun times. But like I said, I have a surprise for you, so stay tuned. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, today is day 139. So many days. But I took a lot of time off. So if we added all that up, it wouldn't be that bad, I'm sure. So there you have it, day 139, July 8th, Tuesday. And I'm finally getting out of this cornfield. Going into the woods. Ah, who's that over there? The long lost optimist. Well, it didn't take long and it's already raining. I guess I gotta get broken back in with a rainstorm right off the bat. Wow. It's not quite as hot as it was before. Plus we're soaking wet. But we thought we were done with it. And now we're not so sure. We got another 2.2 miles to get to where we have a decision point. And we're wondering if we're gonna get dumped on again. You can hear the thunder and lightning already, so we shall see. Stay tuned to the first day back adventure. It's been a day. It's been hot, it's been buggy, rocky, but we still managed to make it to Duncannon. We're climbing down into Duncannon now, which will be about an 18-mile day. I think I have to do the math. But yeah, and we're trying to race to town at this point because we think we're about to get caught in another thunderstorm. It's supposed to rain all night too. Well, we made it right to the bridge to Duncannon, and it's pouring rain again. We're under a tree, seeking cover for now. Stay tuned. Day 141, leaving Duncannon. We're leaving too early to go to the outfitters. Not that I really needed anything, but just, I think it's like 8:20. Everything doesn't open till 9. We got a good breakfast though at Goodies. And I got some shit on a shingle, except they didn't put it on the menu like that. They called it cream chip beef, or just chipped beef. So that's it. Stay tuned. Well, what I thought was going to be a short road walk through Duncannon on trail is turning into quite a long one. We're still walking through Duncannon right now. I thought we were going to veer off into the woods or something. Duncannon, Pennsylvania. First bear I've seen on trail. Almost scared the crap out of me.
hitting a fork in the road. We hit a train in the trail. Taking a little break at Clark Ferry Shelter and you know, get some water. There's not a lot of water past here for a while, so we're definitely stopping for water, but I think we might have a snack, use the privy that's here before pressing on, so we'll be here for a little bit. Taking a break at the next shelter, Peter's Mountain Shelter, but we still have about 6.4 to go. And it's starting to get late, so we're going to be rolling into camp kind of late tonight, I think. But this shelter is pretty cool. It's got a porch, an indoor picnic table, and a loft, lots of room. And we were just sitting here looking through the logbook and seeing all of our hiking compadres, or AKA tramleys, passing through. And a little bit while ago, I only took a picture, I didn't take any video, but maybe a couple miles back, we got some trail magic at a road crossing from Twizzler. So I took a picture, I'll put it in, but just wanted to throw that out there. Great guy. Lots of information, lots of stories, and some Twizzlers and some other food and yummies. So thank you, Twizzler. Well, we did about 16 miles today, I think. Something, almost 17. Didn't quite make it to the campsite we were attempting to get to, but it's only 1.3 miles away, so we'll do that tomorrow. Probably get to Swarta Hostel either tomorrow night or the following morning. We have a business to attend there. Maybe we'll stay, maybe we won't.
that's it. Stay tuned, like and subscribe if you haven't. We got a break in weather today for sure. 1:42, about 6:30 in the morning, and we are on the trail. I don't know where we're gonna get to tonight. It's about, I think, 19 miles, we said, to the hostel. And I don't think we're gonna get 19 miles in today, the way the trail was looking already. But we'll see. We'll probably be right there, stay the night in the woods, and head to the hostel in the morning. Oh yeah, check this out. Well, me and Optimus stopped at a campsite, and we're not camping because it's early in the morning, but it is a good time for a break, and it has a lot of stones that are set up like chairs. It's awesome. It's still really hot. Optimus, his thermometer says 74. I don't believe it for 1 second. I think it's broken. I think it's like 80 degrees with like whatever percent humidity. Like, it's bad. I'm sweating, I'm dripping. So this is gonna be what we're looking forward to for the next couple months, I think. Optimus and I feel like we're walking through, we got to do some fact checking, but we think we're walking through an old iron ore mine or coal mine. Yeah, we don't know yet, but there's all sorts of like slag piles or whatever you call them, and pits, and we got some, I just saw an old pipe in the trail, and then across the way you could see there might have been something built up there. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All that flat spot over there.
And we've been on a road forever, right?
Yep. So we had to come check out the shelter. This is the Roush Gap shelter. I don't know. This is a pretty unique place, like all around. Pretty old. So that might be the coolest spring water I have ever seen at a shelter. Oh, we got signal too. Well, I haven't been filming all that much today because, I don't know, it was a little bit of a boring section up until we got over here by these mines. And the shelter, the Roush Gap shelter, we got to look up some information on it. It's really interesting. Like, it's built on old ruins, it looks like of a house. It's pretty neat. It's got like running water in it. But it's 0.3 off trail, so we didn't expect a lot of people we know to stop at it. Kind of a turnoff, but I saw Troy was alive and fun fact in there. My buddies, me and Optimus were joking, where's our tramily? But they were here, and pretty neat place. We got to look that up later. But yeah, for a long stretch from like pretty much from our campsite last night to when we got here, just a long flat, which is welcoming.
It's nice, but it makes it kind of boring, even though you're making good time. So yeah, kind of a dead spot until you get to the mines. Then it's kind of interesting. Like even this road to the shelter, it's like you're walking into like somebody's old house. Like there's Optimus walking back right now. But yeah, kind of an interesting place. But we had no service here, so we gotta wait until we get out, look anything up. Day 143, and we're leaving Sawarda, stay at Sawarda Hostel, and about to cross a cool bridge. All right, folks. I have some interesting news, especially those who are following along from the North Country. I am crossing 81 for the last time. I've been back and forth a couple times. Finally crossing, it's right above me. So, no more 81 crossings.
Good times in Pennsylvania. Working through the rocks. Well, we just made it to a shelter for a lunch break or an early, late breakfast or a brunch break. I forget what the name of the shelter is. Pretty unique, pretty cool, pretty nice. It's got a loft area too. Hey, this has got a ladder too, look at that. Oh, is it? It doesn't have a sign. Hot and sweaty in PA. At least we got a view. All right, so we are about 0.2 from the 501 shelter, which we are gonna stop. It's about 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, I don't know, somewhere in the midday. And we are gonna take a break at the 501 shelter. We wanna check it out because from what we understand, is they've decided to tear it down after this season or maybe just 2026 sometime. But it's also near a road called 501, I believe. And I heard a rumor, like Partnership Shelter, this is a shelter on the AT that you may be able to order food from. So we're thinking about having a late lunch, early dinner. We were trying to wait out some rain, but the rain may have gone away. And then we're not gonna stay at the shelter. We're gonna continue on later on. So that is the plan as of now. We shall see. Stay tuned. Oh, we have made it to the 501 shelter. Check it out. Well, hello. Nobody. But this is a lot nicer than you thought it was. Well, at this shelter,
we're close enough to get order delivery from a local pizza place or Italian restaurant. I didn't catch the name, but what did you get, Optimus?
Philly cheesesteak and fries.
Awesome.
Wow.
And I got a, oh man, I ate so much. Me and Optimus decided we deserved ourselves a break. So I know I said earlier in the video we were just gonna get some food, hang out, and keep on hiking for the day. Well, we decided to stay here and for the night. So we're gonna get up real early in the morning and try to beat some weather. But yeah, we're staying at the 501 shelter for the night. A salad, a fettuccine alfredo with chicken and broccoli, and a eggplant parm sub. So I'm gonna be a fat kid today for sure.
Sweet potato fries. We ordered pierogies.
So we just went to go fill up water. So this shelter has a caretaker's house right next to it. And somebody stays there throughout the year. I don't know if they're paid or what. I don't understand that part, how that works, but and how much they have to do. But we went and spoke with them and got a little bit more information as to why the shelter is being torn down either end of this year or before or during 2026. And it's because I don't know if it's the ATC?
National Park Service.
National Park Service wants all shelters that are within 2 miles from a roadway to be, they don't want to have that anymore. So if they're not going to repair them, and when they become too out of repair, they're going to or when they have the funding, they're going to tear them down. And that's the plan. That's why it's going away, to discourage, people just coming up to party at the shelter or drugs and whatnot, and just problems that they have. So try to keep the shelters when you're out in the wilderness. But I don't know, like I kind of get the logic. There's also another part of it too. I guess they don't want to pay to treat water or test water. So there's a well here and you can fill up from a spigot at the caretaker's house, and they want to get out of the business of providing tested water to hikers. So that's a little, I don't know why that's such a big deal and why they want to get out of that. That's kind of a great service to people doing the Thru-Hike. So yeah, but I think that's all I can remember what they said. But it is kind of shitty. Wow, I try not to curse. I did it. It's not great for Thru-Hikers though too, because like we want a sense of like civilization sometimes when we come through a roadway, and like this opportunity to like order food instead of eating from your food can and your freeze-dried stuff. Like those opportunities are going to go away because there's not going to be as many shelters that are close enough for delivery. You'd have to really hike it out. So that's what the future is looking like, and I don't know, I'm glad I got to come here while I could and be a part of the group of hikers who have stayed at the 501 shelter, and maybe I'll get to see the Eckville too before it's gone on my hike when we stop by it. Well, that's it for today. I'm pretty done, and I want to get this video over with. So if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. And I'm still fundraising for the Black River Legion, so if you have the means, go ahead and send the money through PayPal. The flyer's at the end of the video. Thank you, everybody.
Day 144, and we're getting a little bit of an early start. It's about 5:45, and it's Sunday, the 13th. July, and we're just trying to beat out some rain today. So it's supposed to come early afternoon, so we're kind of shelter hopping now. We're going to go from the 501 shelter to whatever the next shelter is. It's not Eckville. Eckville's the one after that, so something in between. I forgot the name of it, and that's what we're headed. I think it's only like 15 miles, maybe. Yeah, 15 miles I think for the day. So another shorter, and we're not pushing hard today because of the rain. And I got a blister on my foot, it's killing me. So stay tuned.
1,200 miles down, about 100 miles to go to New Jersey, I think, around there. This is an interesting kind of point. Like, we have now about, I guess, 999 miles to go to Katahdin. So at some point, I don't know if we'll do it, it's up in the air, but we might start a countdown instead of looking at how many miles done, but how many miles to go. So, because now that we're at 999, then we have 99 miles and we can hit 900 miles to go and just keep going from that point forward. I don't know if we'll do that or not. Other people do it. I kind of like knowing how much I've accomplished more than the countdown, but also the countdown's pretty cool. So anyway, great day. It's still cloudy and foggy, early morning, and we got probably about 14 miles to go. All right, stay tuned. Take a little bit of a water refill break and resting. This is not a good day for me. Not like bad day, like it's a good day. We crossed the 1,200 mile mark, but it's rainy or gonna rain, so it's like dreary Sunday. And this blister on my foot is killing me. It's like an unpoppable blister in the ball of my foot. Like, feels like a marble every step. So hopefully that goes away soon, or gets bigger or something. I don't know. I don't know which I want more. Something so it can be poppable. Take the pressure off. So that sucks. It's slowing me down. And it's still very rocky. So, well, we'll see how the rest of the day goes. I think we're just trying to do about 15 miles to the next shelter because of the rain, potential rainfall. And then we'll be coming into Port Clinton the next day. That's the plan.
So we made it to Port Clinton. End of the day. 12 hours of hiking. 20-something miles. Brutal. Pennsylvania rocks. So we're at the Microtel in Hamburg. It's like the town right outside of Port Clinton. And so the reason we pushed so hard, we were supposed to stay out another night, probably around Eagle's Rest, Eagle's Nest shelter. But let me check HIPAA right now. Optimus, do you want me to say anything about what we're doing tomorrow? Or I'll just leave it to myself.
Oh, no, you can sit with me.
Okay. Optimus found a tick last night. So, embedded in his leg. So he's gonna go get checked out for that. And on top of that, that blister I was talking about has gotten pretty bad, and then I added 2 more. My feet are in rough shape. I think bringing the boots back was a bad idea, although I never got a blister in the boots before. The first blister I ever got was coming into Waynesboro, Virginia, and that was in the trail runner. So a little surprised by that. Maybe just changing shoes from the trail runners back to the boots was a mistake, or our feet have been wet. It's really wet. Even when it's not raining, the ground's wet, your feet get wet. So it might have something to do with that, but I have a blister on the ball of my foot that is unpoppable. It's like way inside my, I think it's a blister. So I want to go hopefully get that drained tomorrow. I'm going to go to urgent care with him when he does the tick thing, and I'm going to try to get my foot taken care of. So we are zeroing tomorrow here in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, and go take care of our ailments. And I think I might switch back to a set of trail runners and find a place here, get a new pair of sneakers to keep going. No worries, this isn't an emergency situation, just we gotta go take care of ourselves. And we might have pushed a little too hard today to get into town to do that. So I think I amplified my problems a little bit by wanting to get it taken care of. Not really, because I don't think a night's sleep would have really saved me anything. Like tomorrow, like if I would have stayed out last night, I still would have had to walk on this busted ass feet to get here tomorrow, and I'd probably be still in the same amount of pain. So gotta go figure this out. We had a great dinner in I forget what the name of it is. Did you catch the name? Something teas. I apologize. I can't remember names to save my life. Great dinner, right in the hotel. Actually, this is kind of like the hiker hangout, it appears. We ran into everybody we've been hiking with in the last couple of days when we got here. Of course, they got here much sooner than us. But yeah, cool. A little pricey for what most people are looking for on the trail, but it's doing the trick, and we're gonna take advantage of it while we're here. So stay tuned for the next video. Well, it's day 145, and we're zeroing on a rainy day in Hamburg, just outside Port Clinton, at a microtel, and we're gonna go to urgent care. Stay tuned. So I just got out of urgent care, and I just screamed like a little girl. So apparently it's not a blister. I don't know. It's one of those weird things where the doctor's probably right, but like I'm skeptical because of the pain factor, and what just happened makes me think otherwise of what the doctor's diagnosis is. But the doctor says I have an infection in my foot, which that may be true, but when he poked it with a needle, it spurted blood. So it was almost like a blood blister. He's like, well, I poked you so you would bleed. I'm like, yeah, but that's a lot of blood from a foot, you know, like a lot. Like it was like blood everywhere. So I feel like there was like a little blood blister inside my foot. And it might have been infected. So
I think the only part that I think he's wrong about is that there was pressure. There was a buildup of pressure from that blood in there too that was making it so painful. But when he stuck that needle in, oh my God, and he was trying to, like, I don't know if he was digging around or aspirating it or whatever, I was screaming. Like, the nurses in there must have been laughing their asses off. I thought I had a high pain tolerance, but something about aspirating like blood thing, like I once had a hematoma of the knee, and they went in with like a horse needle and like sucked out all the blood from the hematoma, and like I screamed that time too. So something about needles and poking into the body with needles is brutal for me. I don't know why. Like, I guess I could take a hit or punch like to the face and I would probably be fine compared to how much I screamed from the needle. Not like scared, but like pain. I don't know why. Like, maybe my nerves are really sensitive to that. Anyway, Optimus is still inside getting checked out for his tick bite. I needed a cigarette. And then I gotta go to the pharmacy and get some antibiotics for the infection that they said. So that's where we're at. What up, gang? Me and Optimus just made it to Africa. I'm leaving Cabela's now, and I am new boot goofing. Got some Merrills. They're pretty interesting. I know they're not the most popular amongst the AT trail community as far as lightweight and trail runners go, but I wanted a high top because I have bad ankles. And I wanted something that was kind of waterproof, which is also not popular because of how long it takes to dry out, but that's what I went through. So here, check them out. Check out my new boots. Rain is a-coming. Day 146 back in Port Clinton. Man, this road is busy. Had a zero yesterday, and we just got dropped off from the hotel, but Optimus forgot his fanny pack back at the hotel, so he had to take a ride back to go get it. But with my foot hurting, I'm gonna get a little bit of a jump start on him. He'll catch me. All right, stay tuned. Boy, it rained like hell last night. The trail is gonna be brutal. Oh boy. So, reached a blue blaze in this reservoir area that cuts off like 4 or 5 miles And with the way my foot's feeling, I'm taking the Blue Blaze. You guys probably already knew that though. You know, when a Blue Blaze makes sense, that's the way Big Sexy goes. But Optimus is gonna carry on with another hiker named Duncan. And I just met a guy named Gunk. And I thought it was really interesting, Gunk. Gunk is, I don't know, you don't hear that very often. I asked him how he got his trail name and he's like, oh, I made a YouTube channel, so I gave my name before it came out on the trail so I could name it. And I was like, oh, that's basically the same thing I did. I mean, I didn't get my name on the trail. I had it before. And yeah. But I had this feeling that he was talking about the Gunks, New York, the rock climbing my uncle took me to a long time ago. So he starts going, he's like, yeah, there's this place in New York. I'm like, the rock climbing spot, the Gunks? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. As soon as you said Gunk, I had a feeling. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, so I have about like 3 more miles to go. I'm limping pretty good. I'm gonna get to the Eckville shelter. Optimus is gonna go see a couple sites called the Pinnacle and something else. So his hike's a little longer today. And he's on the actual trail. I'm on the Blue Blaze. So stay tuned. Day 147 for me anyway. Yeah, we found some interesting slack pack options in posted on the wall from the next hostel. So we took them up on it. So we're actually waiting to get our bags picked up from the shelter, and they're gonna bring them to the next hostel, and then we get the slack pack today, about 15 miles. Sounds good for me. I'm in. Stay tuned. Shelter. Check the lot. Optimus went on to water, but yeah, slack pack's going good. It is probably the best place we could have possibly done a slack pack because it's just so rocky in this area. Probably the worst yet. My foot is killing me. We'll see what happens when we get to the hostel. Stay tuned. breaks over. Time to keep going. Somebody left a water cache between Lookout Hostel and Aqua-Blaze Shelter. So whoever you are, thank you very much. That's awesome. I decided not to go water at the last water source. It was way downhill. I lucked out. Optimist, he went to the water source. So he's moving on. We'll see. Optimus got to put a pin in the map.
I think you can put it in here too, right?
Yeah, I'm going to try. We'll see. Day 148. And we just got dropped off by Glenn from Lookout Hostel, and we're doing a Sobo slack pack as indicated by the video in the beginning. You know, give myself some time to rest my feet and get my feet going. So it's not a long day. I think it's 13 miles or so, but it's gonna be a hot one, I think. It feels pretty good right now, but I don't trust it. And it rained all day. It was supposed to rain all last night. I'm not sure how much it did rain. It feels like it cooled off a little bit, so it must have rained a little bit. Stay tuned.
Oh man.
we just made it back from our like 14, 15 mile slack back to the hostel, Sobo. And we made arrangements to have our packs actually dropped off ahead of us tomorrow. So we're actually gonna slack pack again tomorrow, but we're not gonna stay at the hostel again. We're gonna get it dropped off where we kind of like towards the end of our day tomorrow, so then we push forward from there. So I don't know what the mile marker, I think we're gonna be around 1270, probably like 1272 when we get our bags, and then camp around 1275 tomorrow. Something like that, somewhere around there. Or maybe 1275 and then another 2 miles, so probably 1277. Almost to Delaware Water Gap, so I'm pretty happy with that. Today was the best day of rocks in Pennsylvania. Definitely, I mean, the rocks can suck, but I would say today's hike, like when you get past Lookout Hostel, you go over, I forget what the name of it is, but there's like Bare Rocks, Knife's Edge, Baked Oven, Knob, all that is great hiking, and it was a lot of fun. If you can do it as a slack pack, even better. Check out Lookout Hostel. But yeah, I had a lot of fun today, and my foot's feeling better. So I think a couple more days and I'll be back to normal. All right, stay tuned. That's it for today. Gonna go get some dinner and then get some sleep and maybe some hotel. Well, it's day 149 and we're starting off a great day. Getting dropped off for a slack forward, Nobo, and there's Trail Magic right off the beginning, and we're with the folks from Lookout Hostel and the Ridge Runner. Everybody's here. Party time. Check back soon.
So Optimus and I had a little plan, and that was to stop during our hike and head to a ski resort that has an open cafe during the summer for lunch. And we are currently hiking down the slopes to the lodge. So check it out. Optimus, you're a downhill skier. Well, we just finished part one of the day. That's pretty much the majority of the day. We were slack packing, or we got our bags slacked to us or dropped to us by the wonderful people and Glenn at Lookout Hostel. And now we just picked up at Smith Gap, we picked up our bags from where they got dropped off, and now we got to keep going another three-ish miles till the end of the day. And now the bags feel heavy from not having worn them for a couple days. So, onward. Well, my feet are ready for today to be over. And I think Optimus agrees.
Oh yeah.
And we are 0.15 from the shelter we're gonna stay at tonight. And this last 10 miles, like, whew, beautiful start to the day. But then it went right back to the nasty, nasty rocks of Pennsylvania for the last 10 miles. Unrelentless, or that's not even a word, relentless. Yeah, like we were so psyched about yesterday. Yesterday was kind of a great day. This morning's start was a great day. Our lunch was great. And then it was all ruined by 10 miles of relentless rocks. I don't think we've ever had that long. So what's funny is the thing that was giving me the biggest problem on my foot is actually starting to feel a little better. But everything around it hurts more now. I don't know. Today was a rough day on the feet. So we are looking forward to the end of the day. Check back. Good morning. It is day 150. And it's about probably like 6:30 at this point. And we're walking into Wind Gap right now. We're getting close to it. And I gotta find a gas station because I need a nicotine resupply. But yeah, so today we hope to close the gap on the Delaware Water Gap. We don't have to really get there till Sunday, so we might not push all the way because, if you saw the sign from last night's video or yesterday's video, where we stopped, this was 20.2 from the Delaware Water Gap, and we don't need to get there early because Octopus has a care package or a resupply package at the post office, and obviously the post office closed on Sunday, so we have all of today and some of tomorrow to do this. So we'll probably do about 15 today, I predict, or 16, and then have a 4-mile hike into Delaware Water Gap tomorrow. So that's the plan. So we don't really know where we're camping yet, but I will let you know. Stay tuned.
All right, that was too big of a brunch. I am slow moving up this hill. It's like a 900-foot climb, or 600 foot. Whew. And it's getting muggy again. Might have some rain coming. Stay tuned. I'm crazy, man. Oh my God. Forecast today earlier said a slight chance, like 15% chance of rain between noon and 4. Then we checked it a couple hours later and then it said there was 0% chance of rain for the rest of the day. It has been raining for a couple hours now and it's past 4. Weather. Day 151 and it rained all night. We thank God we were staying at the shelter. We are now starting our walk into the Delaware Water Gap. We had, like, I think I already explained it, but we did a couple short days because we knew we weren't gonna make it in time for the post office. And now it's Sunday, so like we were waiting till tomorrow morning to go to the post office. So we had no rush to get into Delaware Water Gap. We stayed out another night, and now we're starting our walk in. We're gonna stay at a hotel tonight and get dry and clean and fed, all those things. And I think there's a Modelo in my future. So stay tuned. There is probably an outstanding view right here.
Probably, but I won't see it. Not today. I just ran into a wonderful group of hikers, and one was a trail maintainer. I apologize, I didn't catch your name. I need to hear your name more than once or I lose it. But they knew me, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Start on the trail.
So I'm waiting to see the pictures pop up from our meeting. It was nice meeting you guys.